Hey guys, we're live March 3rd, day 8 of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Guys, Anna and I were hung out here in Bucharest, and we booked our tickets to get out of here. And I woke up this morning just overwhelmed with this feeling that we have to do something. We can't just take care of our own family. This thing is catastrophic. It's deplorable. And so literally, God has moved in an incredible way in like 6 hours or whatever. I made a few calls and all of a sudden, boom, there's a need for orphans locked in and their life in jeopardy, needing to flee Ukraine. They've already got 2 busloads of orphans out. I've got Igor on the line waiting for us. He's going to come in and you'll be able to talk to Igor, who hooked me up with the lady that knows the orphans, and she works with the orphans. She has this. I'll play that in just a bit. So really, guys, we need $2,000. There's a donation link in the description below this video, and this money is going to go straight to buy fuel. We only need, the drivers are driving for free, risking their life, getting these orphans out of Ukraine. So we have big need in this live stream. Cut right to the chase. $2,000 for Petro. For buses, I guess there's a little bit of a fee for the bus. Mostly, though, it's Petro to get them out of Ukraine. 2 busloads have already gone out, but there's a lot more orphans that need rescuing. They don't know where they're going to go with the orphans. So if you happen to know one of the countries or someplace outside of Ukraine, nearby a neighboring country that the orphans can go, please write in the description below. If you can reach out, you can always call us or text us on our Vancouver number, 1-604-998-8051. Call or text us there. And we just pray for the children, okay? I'm going to play this first video to start. So I just want to say...
Так, вулиця Декабристів.
Okay, this video is what's happening. This is a boarding school that they took out a couple of days ago. This is a boarding school. They are targeting civilians. Actually, let's play this video first, Anna.
Ready, guys, right?
Thank you, Andrew. God bless you. Let's play this first video, an interview from the mayor of Mariupol, who tells it straight up what's going on right now, this genocide that's happening right now, which is why we've got to act fast. And they need the cash within 2 days to get those orphans on the bus and get them out of Ukraine. Hey guys, this is tragic news. They've been leaving the railways alone, but yesterday one of the railways was blown up. So literally now it's dangerous to escape by rail. We thought Putin was leaving the rail system engaged. So, I mean, completely, operational so Ukrainians could escape. But now that is questionable because it is dangerous to escape by car. I mean, there are cases where Russian soldiers have just come in and executed point blank families, including children, in the car. Guys, so this is an outright call for your compassion, your help to get these orphans out. Okay. This is a boarding school they blew up. Okay, just a few days ago. This is what's going on right now.
Так, вулиця Декабристів. Так, ось ми бачимо дорогу. Ось сюди училище. Це назад, а тепер дивіться, що зробили ось тут. І горить нефтебаза. Ось вам, будь ласка. Мирне населення не б'ють, дивіться.
Hey guys, so time is critical. It's of the essence to get these orphans out of a similar to that boarding school before they, I'm going to introduce Igor in just a moment. He's the one. I didn't know him before this morning. Actually, it was about noon or 1 p.m. Ukraine time. I mean, just a matter of hours ago. I did this, like I say, I woke up this morning with this heavy heart and a sense of urgency that I have to do something. And I thank my Lord and Savior, step by step. This is how I know that he's speaking to me and it's not in my head, just to share with you from my faith. Because I always wonder, is it my idea or is it his, is it his command to me to do something? And I know it's from him when he just lays out the red carpet. It's like I take one step in faith, right? And then it's just like boom, 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 boom. And that's what's happened here today. So I know that he's charged me with this task and to do what I can using my little sphere of influence. So guys, again, the donation link is in the description below this video. It's in the chat right now. You can click on the link and donate on your credit card right now. And again, we need $2,000 to get the orphans out of Ukraine. So what will I play next? So this is, okay, let's play. This is so cool, just on a good news point. What's happening as Ukrainians are being rescued and they're leaving and they're reuniting with families abroad.
On the right side, there's like thousands of people from Berlin offering place to stay. This is absolutely incredible. You just like enter the building and there are like thousands of people actually supporting, and they say they have like a saying on the paper in Ukrainian, in English, in Russian.
Вы добрались, уже все хорошо.
Да, это точно. Да, не. Да, давай.
Hey guys, isn't that amazing? I mean, the world is just really rallying incredible, unprecedented support for Ukraine and its people. When we pulled into Romania here, we were offered free accommodation and Airbnb. Anna's dad, by the way, on breaking news on the family front, he is on his way here right now. He's driving. He left this morning. He plans on returning to take care of his sister, but we're going to try and we're praying for some way that he can stay with us and even come with us.
He just drive for two women and 2 kids because they're afraid to drive in territory of Ukraine. So he's driving them on their car. Mm-hmm. But then wants to come back because they're his sister and he don't want to leave her.
And his dad is a soldier. Yeah, he's a soldier way back and then a policeman. So he's a very brave man. And
it's what happened to many Ukrainian people. Even they have possibility to leave, they just don't want to leave. They like gathering all family together and they just decided to go together through this experience. And
mm-hmm. Okay, let's get back to the orphans and then we'll talk after this. We'll field all your guys' questions. We want to cover a lot in this live stream. We're going to go live tomorrow as well. Just check the channel to see what time because, life is up in the air, to say the least. So this is a little snippet, and you can see the company, the Orphans Educational Club, that tipped me off to these orphans needing a safe passage out of Ukraine. Here's a little bit introduction to them. And then we'll come back and talk to Igor about it. Okay. So that's a little bit. Then the school, Orphans Educational Club, they actually teach entrepreneurship, craft, how to make crafts to orphans and young orphans, older, teenage orphans. It's a very cool program. It's been around for a long time. Igor introduced me to them because she knows about this need in these different orphanages. So let's meet Igor now, and you guys can ask him questions. He's boots on the ground right now as well. Привет, Igor. Welcome.
Yes, hello everyone. Thank you, Joe, for giving me a word. Guys, everyone who can hear me, hello, and I'm ready to speak with you and to tell what is going on here in Ukraine.
Thank you. Where are you right now in Ukraine, Igor?
As for me, I'm now in Lviv. Definitely, it's a rather safe place if you compare with other places in Ukraine, and mostly a lot of people come here. Women with children, and then they move to abroad to be more safe. Yeah, and definitely, as my story, yes, my family, my sisters, my father, 2 days ago they were still in Kharkiv, but after making bombing of Tank College, yes, that was approximately 2 kilometers from my house. They decided to move, and 2 days in a trip from Kharkiv to Lviv here. So yeah.
Wow. So they got out of Kharkov and came where?
To Lviv.
Lviv.
But they didn't come. They 2 ways already on the road. There is block stops everywhere, and it's
Yes,
very
there
long.
are a lot of checkpoints, and there are a lot of huge traffic jams. Yes, for sure. So, and they can drive only during the day because it's restricted to move in the night.
At night time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think it takes them for 5 days to move from Kharkiv to Lviv.
5 days to Joseph.
I was just trying to turn the light on.
No, it's okay.
It's
So
okay.
actually, what I want to say to you that Ukraine is definitely very strong and powerful country, and I'm sure everything will be okay, and we need to prosper and flourish in future. But now, yes, definitely, when we have friends all around, because now we can move forward only with the help of hand of our neighbors, of our good neighbors. So, and definitely my friend also, her name Emma, I hope she's here also listening us, who asked me to help about these orphanages, yes, and after I asked to John, who lives in Kiev and who knows all the foreigners in Kiev, and he told me, yes, bro, I will help you. I will help these children because I think it's true and it's definitely need to be done. And now we are here speaking with you, and I can tell you that if you can help, let's do this, guys. And afterwards, when it's finished, it's finished, we will prosper and flourish in Ukraine because all my source is just directed to achieve all our goals, and no one stop us. But now,
Let's tell how we met. So I called John Jones this morning, who you know. John Jones has lived in Kyiv. He's an American, lives in Kyiv, I don't know, something like 15 years. He's connected with Internations. And I told him about what happened to me when I woke up this morning, and I said, I've got to do something. I'm thinking like this, sponsor a Ukrainian family. Do you know of any immediate needs? And he said, yes, I know of these orphans that from the orphanages that need to get out of Ukraine right away. I said, great. How much money do they need? Let's do it. And then he gave me your number.
you called me at once.
Yeah, he called you. And then you, of course, gave me Ina's number. I called Ina. She doesn't speak English, so I spoke to her daughter, Maria. And here we are. And I just pray that you guys will donate the $2,000 to meet the need to get these specific orphans. And I understand it's the $2,000 will get orphans from several orphanages out of Ukraine. And it's, again, mostly just paying for petrol. The drivers are doing it to save the orphans. And I don't think they have to pay for the buses either. So
Yeah,
again,
already.
the donation link is below in the description below. Sorry, Igor.
Yeah. It's true. It's need for petrol.
For
Yeah.
petrol only. Mhm.
Uh-huh. So what maybe connect the dots. I know you don't know her well, but what do you know of this orphanage training center and just anything you do know to connect the
I know there's a
dots?
charity foundation who contact me. They do different educational programs for these children, and you show some videos for them. And my friend for 4 years helps these children to be more educated and to be more awareness in their life. And afterwards, they can graduate from it to be, like a good citizen of its country. So this charity foundation definitely do a good work and do everything they can to help these children.
Okay, great. Here's a question. I think it's a good question for both of us. I'll ask you first if you have any response to this. Is a safe route by road which avoids Russian forces? How are the drivers going to take these children out of Ukraine? The buses.
Yeah, for sure. They have already started to evacuate 7 buses of children. They have already started to do this. Yes,
7.
it's not. Yes, 7 buses they have already
Wow,
done,
great.
and this amount of money is needs to do extra one orphanage and to help other cycles concerning evacuation.
But the question is, what's the safe path? How do the drivers know where to drive to get the children out safely? Because there's roads blown out, bridges blown out, and of course there's Russian
So it's
soldiers that are
confidential
shooting
information.
civilians.
It's definitely confidential data, not to spread all around to be safe.
But they do know a safe route. Is that right?
Yeah, for sure.
To drive out. Okay. Okay, thank you for that. Let's take some questions. Honey, why don't you put the questions up?
Okay, guys, I need to go. Thank you for your attention. If I can help you, you always can connect me.
Thank you, Igor, for joining us today. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks very much. We'll be in touch.
We'll contact you
Yeah.
as soon as we'll have amount. Yeah. So, guys, Joseph, please, it's so bright. Oh my God.
Okay.
What you doing? What you do? You cannot sit now here. It's okay. It was okay. What you do?
Okay.
Try to sit here. You have headache.
Now you can see us. By the way, guys,
how many orphans?
I'm encouraging everybody to start a new movement. I remember when the Canucks were in the Stanley Cup playoffs. That was the year of the riot. Anybody remember what year that was? Everybody started growing a beard. So I'm going to encourage us to start the movement to support Ukraine. All men don't shave their facial hair until this war is over and Ukraine is safe. So if you want to join me and spread the movement, men don't shave their beard until we have peace in Ukraine. Please pass that on. Any questions, guys?
How many orphanage?
Listen, so again, I woke up this morning with this really heavy heart, and I can't even describe it. It was like I almost felt like an elephant was sitting on my chest or something. And then all those emotions coming up. And then at this exact time, all these ideas started flooding into my head. And like I said, I didn't know, is it my head or is it God talking to me, telling me what to do, right? This is a mission he's charging me with. And so I don't honestly know until I take the first step in faith. And for me, when I take that first step, and then it's just like, boom, second step is right there in front of me. And then third, and then fourth, then I know it's from the big guy upstairs. If things don't fall into place, then I know it's probably from me. And so I literally called a number of people and it was just like boom, 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 and I'm live. So I really don't know These orphanages are 350 kilometers outside of Kyiv. I know that much. I know, they need several bus loads. I didn't know it was 7 that have already left. So I plan on going live. We're going to go live as many more tomorrow morning Eastern time as well. I'll have more details then. Literally, excuse me, Maria was the daughter of the owner of this orphanage education company. They are fleeing Ukraine right now. I sent her the live link. She was going to join us so she could explain more details about the specific need of getting the orphanages out. And she couldn't. She said, we're passing a checkpoint. I've actually got to hide my phone right now. So I just messaged her when we went live. Tomorrow, hopefully she can go live. But literally, her and her family are fleeing right now across the Moldovan border. So, yeah.
Yeah, but I want to say that I talk to all people now, Ukrainians who sit at the safest territory, like Lviv, west territory of Ukraine. They just do full-time job of coordinating help and support. And for example, I have my good friend. She's now in Lviv, and she invite other people to also. We have a lot of support sending even through Nova Poshta. It's like FedEx in the West, from abroad, food, clothes, even water, I don't know, everything. And you just need to see medicine, where, what to send. And of course, sometimes somewhere there is need. So, locally we need to send money in some, for some medicine or because people just share, every need. It's how it's spread and how people, react and help immediately where there is big need. Unfortunately, situation is so bad that in the big cities, for example, like in Kharkov, there is my godmother. She said that so many houses destroyed so badly that people even they under, and there is nobody can come and take them out.
Yeah, there's Ukrainian people, women, children trapped in the rubble from the collapsed buildings, from the bombs. And guys, it's like this. What hit me this morning, okay, is the word adopt hit me, but basically support a Ukrainian family. Not specifically a girl, but her family. And I'm going to get to that tomorrow, how you can support our ladies in our database and their families. But right now, we don't want to just choose a specific person because it's really hard to get a hold of people right now. We want to just encourage you to support, a Ukrainian family, rescue a Ukrainian family. And so that once we get the orphans out, we want to encourage you can put it on your credit card, a monthly support, a one-time payment, and support a specific family. And we're just going to trust God that we're doing something. I feel another reason why I felt led to do this is because I've received probably 100 and something between emails, text messages, phone calls, reaching out to us for you guys, what can I do to help? I can offer my home as shelter, for Ukrainians to come. Blessings to you guys, for all of you guys wanting to help. It's been amazing. And I felt like I can't connect the dots. I haven't been able to allow you guys to help. So obviously a lot of you guys want to help. You have the heart to help, but you just don't know what to do. What's the next step to help? And then who can you trust? That's my big one, as living here for 5 years. And there was already one scam on a Patreon page, $250,000 gone. So who can you trust? So that's the other thing here. And so this just came to me. Again, this is the first step towards this. I didn't know how to create a donation link. I managed to do that. And that's in the description below this video. You can click, put it on your credit card. Let's take care of those orphans first. We need this $2,000 within 2 days, and we can get them out safely. And then we'll look at, one family at a time. Honey, let's talk about
soldiers,
okay.
Russian soldiers who come here and fight against Ukrainian. There is a group of IT guys all over the world. They collect many millions of dollars, and they say for every soldier who will give up surrender together with his technique,
his weapon
to
or tank or whatever.
tank. Yes, they will give him cash and 7 million rubles, which is almost $60,000.
Can you imagine, guys?
Yeah.
All these IT, these hackers, they put together such a war chest and they're bribing Russian soldiers to surrender and they get $60,000 cash.
At the same time,
How cool was that?
Putin said that for every soldier, for every family who lost Russian soldier in this war, they will pay $50 to the family.
$50 to the mother,
or
the family that lost her son in a stupid war.
According to the morning statistics, Russia already lost 9,000 Russian soldiers here.
Wow, up to 9,000 now.
9,000. It's like crazy. And people still in Russia, a lot of people, they don't understand what's going on. They're so much brainwashed, and it's so sad because you see even people who has influence. Like I yesterday came across a lady who has 1.2 million on her Instagram, and she posted, she proud that Russia interrupt, we need to save Ukraine, and we just seeing everything that's going on. We just don't understand what they save us from, and it's just like cannot want to also about soldiers something to say.
Thank you, Andrew.
And what Ukrainian people, they make a hotline that Ukrainian mothers can call and find out if their soldiers alive, and they say the only way how you can pick up them, come to Ukraine. So they want Russian people to see what's going on here. When the Russian mother will come here, they will stop. They will wake up from this propaganda. They will see everything, with their own eyes. It's the only one way how we return Russian soldiers to Ukraine, to wake up Russian people, because it's a big amount of people. They can do everything, but it's still not a big amount of meetings, and compared to how big population. And
did you guys hear as well? An oligarch has offered a $1 million reward for anybody that takes Putin out. So I didn't hear that firsthand, but apparently that's in the public domain as well. Matthew, to answer your question, you can click on the donation link below and you can just fill in the amount that you want to donate. You can donate a one lump sum, or you can do a monthly reoccurring, because it looks most likely this thing is going to go on for a while. Breaking news, just as we went live. Honey, do you want to share the news? I guess the negotiations round 2 didn't work out too well.
Today, Putin talked to Macron, president of France, and he said that, what he said?
He said the talks didn't yield anything. Basically, Putin said anything short of a complete surrender of Ukraine, there's no deal. Putin is adamant. He wants the complete surrender of Ukraine and a change of regime of government, and he's not going to stop. And
otherwise, he continue his operation. He calls operation
of targeting now civilians, blowing up boarding homes. Next is going to be an orphanage. Oh God, I shouldn't say that. So this takes away the hope that I had of an end to this war, of an early end to this war, was because as I see it, as I've told you guys, if Putin doesn't win, I don't want to be in the northern hemisphere, put it that way. What other updates, honey? Border crossings. Listen, about
somebody said he will tomorrow die.
What?
Somebody said he will tomorrow die. I don't know.
Putin, that would be good. Sorry to say, don't really normally wish death upon people, but in this case, I make an exception. A lot of you guys are asking me, how can I sponsor a family to come live with me, that you have a home available? If you have substantial space in a home, enough for a whole family, please let us know in comments below or email us. In fact, anything that you have that you want to give extraordinary way that you can think of, you're welcome to email us at info@matchguarantee, spelled with y.com. First, we've got to get them out of Ukraine, okay? We got to get them to safety. And then, I mean, all countries are being amazing. Canada, US, and UK are in midstream of rolling out an incredible refugee program. Some of the countries where you just fly in, just land, and you can claim refugee status, just come. And so if that is the case, then definitely maybe Ukrainian families can come and stay with you. I mean, I'm talking to Americans, which is most of my viewers. So please, we're going to continue going live, bringing you updates. And if you want to sponsor a family, one-time sum, you can click, or if you want to do a reoccurring monthly payment, guys, you might think that $10 doesn't count. It counts. 100 people leave $10, and you've got enough to get a number of families supported and out of here. Okay. So, honey, any other stories? I just want to play. I want to play this. It's not very optimistic, but I think the world needs to know, and we'll be right back. Hey guys,
Somebody asked about Ukrainian president. I know that was by Chechnya was special, like very high educated soldiers were sent specifically to kill Zelensky, but they was destroyed by Ukrainian army. So he's safe.
The Chechen mercenaries,
in a
have
small
lost,
car
have they?
and in a small car. They just was sent separate just to kill the Zelensky, but they was
Again, I'm encouraging everybody, don't shave to show support for Ukraine. Men, don't shave until we have peace in Ukraine. Please pass it on social media. I think it's a quick visual way that we can show our support for Ukraine. And also, it's a reminder to your own heart. Every time I look in the mirror, because I hate having this itch thing on my face. I had a beard once in my life and I hate them. So every time I look in the mirror, it's a reminder. It's a reminder that how blessed I am and how fortunate I am that God took care of my family. And I need to do something to return the kindness. So guys, we all pray for the best. Right now, we'll be going live tomorrow with an update. Tomorrow we'll be going live. Any burning questions? We're going to end with, again, the most beautiful prayer, the Ukraine prayer song. And we'll be back tomorrow with an update on the orphans. I just found out this at about noon today. So what is that? 5 hours ago or so. And I'll have more information tomorrow.
There is questions, Joseph.
Okay. Okay. Which question?
Okay, start.
Which question?
I have a question. I just don't understand it. Maybe.
Okay. Yeah, well, it's no wonder, Alan, that you're confused about this. So yeah, we can talk about this. Okay, it is absolutely crazy, but Putin has brainwashed the Russian people to think that the Ukraine is the aggressor. In fact, that Ukrainian in Donetsk and Lugansk, Ukrainian soldiers went in and opened fire on schools and stuff like this. So he's positioned it that he is rescuing Donetsk and Lugansk. republics. Yeah, he's made them independent states now, and he's rescued them.
And rescuing Ukrainian people, killing our Ukrainian government, and he don't touch peaceful Ukrainian people. It's in their Russian news. We don't touch peaceful Ukrainian people, but you can see everything destroyed: kindergarten, schools. They choose all the objects where civilians live. Houses.
Yeah, only military targets is what he says. And guys, I'm in touch daily with Russian people that I have connection with or I work with, and most of them, Hannah, and you tell the story, you have more personal connection. Most of them are telling us, I'd say 80% are like buying this rhetoric, buying this hybrid warfare, this propaganda that Putin has been feeding them. And so that's where it's coming from, Alan, that people are saying that.
Yeah, they don't understand, it's a crazy. All the world sees the situation, support Ukraine, and then Russians see completely different story, and they don't understand what's going on. That's why Ukrainian soldier, they decided to, mothers to come and open eyes and see what's going on here, and soldiers who caught, they make videos with apologize that they come to peaceful Ukraine and make this, this things. Like, we have my mama have a friend, when they was young, they lived together in Odessa region, and they was like, very, very close to each other. He was he is very smart and, wise man. And mama sent him now videos from Ukraine and asking, because he has 20 years old son, and it's the soldiers come to Ukraine, 19, 20, 18, very young, they don't know what they're doing. And she asked her, to take care about his son, not to send here. And instead, he started to talk bad about our President Zelensky, you bad, you like. And my mother was so much in shock. She just sent him videos, and he found a way not to believe this, because he's so much brainwashed. He don't want to see the truth. So my mother just give up, and she say, like, fuck off.
Mm-hmm. It's appalling. It's unbelievable. It's incomprehensible that you can get so many millions of people believing this lie, this narrative. It's unfathomable. It really is. It's 2022. There's YouTube, there's Instagram, there's all the social media. What was I going to say? One thing that's really okay, there's some videos I'm putting on the channel.
So he said, if Putin will call him, he will go at war. It was his last message.
Yeah.
So he still thinks, after watching all these videos, that it's good for Ukraine.
I forget what I was going to say.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. If it's important, come on. Yeah, I mean, there's so many things floating around, all mixed up, and we have no notes. Okay. Well, one thing I don't think you said, Anna, is that okay. What I was going to say, I'm putting it on the channel, where I mean, at this point, it's hundreds of Russian soldiers that they have interrogated, and they a lot of them, they just softly talk to them, and they say there's a common denominator. I mean, if you talk to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you don't know, right? You don't know if they're lying. But if you talk to 100 before you interrogate them, and you interrogate them, and the story doesn't change, then you know it's the truth, right? So the common thing is they were told they're going for training ops in Belarus. Then they mobbed out, right, on the 24th, morning of the 24th, right? And then many of them didn't even know they were on the territory of Ukraine. And then once you were on the territory of Ukraine, they started asking what they're doing. They were told they would serve 15 to 20 years in jail if they didn't follow through on the mission. They don't know what the mission is. They don't know the logistics. They're scattered. They're, some of them are basically poking their gas tank so it runs dry. So they have to abandon their tank, their artillery vehicle, heavy artillery vehicle. There's no morale. There's no morale in this. Their heart is not in it, because they're killing their little sister.
What they tell these Russian soldiers, they say that those who was wounded, Russian, they kill them because they don't want to treat them. They kill them. Russian soldier
heard
kills. It's in the videos of Russian soldiers. They see how bad it is. They surrender because they feel they're just a meat, the piece of meat here in Ukraine. It's how bad situation.
One brilliant move that Ukraine, I don't know if Zelensky is doing this, I presume so, but I can't confirm, is that they're saying, listen, to overcome this propaganda, to get the world to really see what's going on, how do you do that? They're saying, okay, all these soldiers they're capturing now, which is hundreds. Okay, we will release the POWs, but only to their mother. Mama's got to come, fly to Ukraine, or not fly, come to Ukraine, and we will give her son to Mama. And Mama can see what's actually happening here. What is the truth? She can talk to Ukrainians in the same language, in Russian language, and she can understand. And then that will disseminate and carry back to Russia. But it's absolutely sick. Oh, I wanted to put this up. I lost it again. Can you find it, honey? It's about Mark Davis. So yeah, I don't know what he's doing. I saw one video announcement. So God bless you, Mark, for helping look after the orphans. The first thing, Molodets. If you're orphans, if you want to get them out of Ukraine, I don't know what you're doing to get that looked after. If you need help with that, let's team up, join forces, and get all of these orphans in Ukraine out of Ukraine, because this war is going from ugly to uglier, and it's happening fast. And we don't want to, all lives are precious, but children, most precious. They haven't lived yet, right? So anybody that's in touch with Mark, please ask him to write me, call me if he wants assistance or funding or buses, because these other guys that I'm teamed up with now, they have access to the buses and the drivers that are willing to drive out for free. And these are warriors. These are Ukrainian warriors, right? Road warriors, risking their life to get the orphans out. Okay. Oh my God. So we'll see you guys tomorrow.
You need to take question.
Take what? This?
Question.
Oh, okay.
Comment.
I'll take probably this off, and
no, you need to go to take question. It will be all time. Can I help you?
Yeah. So, okay, we're gonna ask you to bow your head in prayer. Remember not to shave. Show support for Ukraine, and we'll bow our heads in prayer and pray for Ukraine, its people, that God gives them strength, the courage to endure this, right? That we all stick together and we have a peaceful resolve to this catastrophic situation. See you tomorrow morning.
Минає час, минають дні, і змінюється все навколо, та тільки Бог, Господь святий, не змінюється Він ніколи. В одну хвилину може Він змінити все в нашій країні. Господь, благаємо Тебе, даруй спасіння Україні. Боже, Україну збережи, Господи, помилуй грішних, змилуйся над нами і прости. Молимо Тебе, Всевишній, і від ворога нас захисти, бо без Тебе ми безсилі. Господи, зміни все навкруги, дай спасіння Україні. І як над цим спостерігать, якщо людей отак вбивають, коли жива людська душа, вже зовсім цінності немає. І як же нам тут далі жить, і нашим дітям в цій країні, якщо не вступишся, Господь, загине наша Україна. Боже, Україну збережи, Господи, помилуй грішних, змилуйся над нами і прости. Господи, зміни все навкруги, дай спасіння Україні. Боже, Україну збережи, Господи, помилуй грішних, змилуйся над нами і прости, молимо Тебе, Всевишній, і від ворога нас захисти, бо без Тебе ми безсилі. Господи, зміни все навкруги,